What's up YouTube? So I'm thinking of doing a different kind of video today. It's actually on how you build your PC. Just because I feel like a lot of people don't really know where to go. They just think, let me go get a pre-buy, let me go do this, let me go do that. And I'm gonna be the one that's actually gonna tell you that I've made mistakes. Definitely on my next build, I have other things that I wanna make. So let's start from the top. How to build your own PC the right way.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell. Also, join me on my live stream on Twitch and follow me on TikTok for my latest content. Guys, let's kick off our morning with some espressos right here. With some yogurt, some chocolate chips, and some berries.
Breakfast time. Let's go hit it.
We've got a lot of questions here that we gotta actually answer ourselves. When we're looking at building a new PC, our first build, how I did my first build. At the time, this was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I only wanted a PC that would be able to game different kind of games. At the time, I had a console and everything, but I knew that a laptop is just not worth it. You know, you have all these ultra fine thin laptops that are great for portability, great for university, but then when you graduate, you don't need a laptop wherever you go. You're going to be at work or you're going to be working remotely, and you don't need such a thin laptop anymore. I mean, at best, you're going to be gaming or doing something more creative than just what a portable laptop could do. Of course, that's different than what you can afford right now, but I'm looking at, roughly that $1,500 range. I decided, hey, I'm gonna build a PC. I'm gonna build my first PC. I'm gonna look at what parts I need, go on Newegg, go on AliExpress, go on Computers Canada, and then boom, I'll get it all done. Wasn't the case. So the first question for you is gonna be, what do you need this computer to do? So at the time, I only wanted it to game. Turns out, I got into content creation. What I would tell you to do is probably try to build a PC that's gonna be a little bit more than what you need, just so it leaves you a little bit of space to be able to do more with it. If, say, you're young and you suddenly get into design work, you're gonna need a beefier graphics card to really push everything you need. Don't go the cheapest graphic card that you can find. Definitely get a little bit more than that. If you're doing streaming while also gaming and trying to get the best clarity you can, hey, I'm the type of person that got so used to playing on console that, can play a game at a set level very well. You don't get to tweak anything, but it's still visually appealing. And then at the same time, I see these PC players saying, oh, why do you need all these graphics when you can just tone it down, get max FPS, and then just kill everybody? A game is supposed to be entertaining. I want to be able to actually play that. So for me, I would tell you, getting a PC that is streamer ready and also gaming ready is the best of both worlds. The next question for me is Intel or AMD? Now, at the time when I built my PC, Intel was the best. AMD is not that great. And of course, right now, AMD is kicking ass. They've been kicking Intel's ass, mostly because AMD can actually do multitasking a lot better than Intel can, not to mention the price for performance. So what I would probably tell you, try to make one PC, make with AMD, have either the NVIDIA or AMD graphics card. Right now, recently, there's been really good price performance for the new AMD graphics card, but still, NVIDIA is always a good choice to do. For me, I chose NVIDIA, and specifically, I actually went with the NVIDIA 1060. That was the middle range that would be perfect for me for any kind of gaming that I wanted to do, and it was the case. Truth be told, I didn't do that much PC gaming as I thought I would be at the time. I have definitely been doing more, but still, console gaming has always been the forefront for me. In retrospect, I would probably have tried to buy a 1080, especially in today's market. It's damn near impossible to get a new graphics card. Even when one comes out, boom, it's out of the market. People are setting up bots, they're just locked on the market. Let's be real here. Not everyone here is going to be blazing 4K trying to get 144 frames and everything, right? Most of these people are either full 1080 or maybe 2K and either going 60 FPS or 120 FPS. Even at that, you're playing Warzone, you really need 2K, you really need 120 frames. You don't. Most of these people, I'm playing on a PS 5, unboxing coming soon, but a PS5, and I'm perfectly fine with it, you know? Like, I don't have to worry about anything. I have my PlayStation for my gaming purposes, for my hardcore gaming purposes. But also you'll see that there are some pretty neat things that I can do, especially with Dead Space. I actually managed to actually change the colors so dramatically that people are even asking, hey, how did you get the colors for Dead Space to be like that? The next question is just going to be, what performance do you really need? A high-end, a mid, or a budget? I actually use a different website called User Benchmark. So let's look at what I used in my PC. I recommend downloading their software to get a good analysis of your PC, like you see here. Like essentially how fast it's going or how new age it is. Anywhere you really want to be is between aircraft carrier and UFO. If you're running at that kind of level, you're going to be really smooth when you're using your PC. My gaming's at 53, which is like a yacht. We got an aircraft carrier as a desktop, which essentially means that it's good for just general purpose use. And as a workstation, it's lacking a little bit in terms of increased performance, just general performance of the PC. So it's definitely something I need to really work on. This is probably something I should probably look into as well. Now, the kind of parts that we're looking at that I am using in my PC is an i5-6600K. At the time, I probably bought this for around $350 or so. Same thing for my 1060. I actually bought that at the same price. With it, we also do have the Kingston 240 gig. At the time, I only bought this just because I was like, okay, I know I wanted SSD and I wanted a decent price for it, and that's what ended up happening. Recently, I actually had a Seagate Firecuda. Now, this one I actually bought myself. Next, more recently, I actually did buy the Seagate Barracuda 2 terabyte. I knew that I needed more space, so what I did now is actually, for all my later on usage for videos and everything, I actually use my 2 terabyte here, and then I use my actual Seagate Firecuda for all the stuff I'm using now. So this is more like a vault until like I finish off whatever videos are left over there, and then I just delete them afterwards. Finally, I got my actual RAM. I got 16 gigs that are implemented inside. Pretty decent rating, and for a pretty decent price. I think I got them for like $100 for 2 of them. You can actually compare this to how well it is in the market. So let's see what we can do. PC build comparison. Here's a PC that we actually just looked at. And also my motherboard also listed right here. My PC in American, it's around $800, right? I mean, in retrospect, I spent probably $1,400. So this is a very big price down, that's for sure. If we look at the alternative section, this will tell us what we can change to really get a good performance upgrade, okay? So let's look at, if I change my CPU, not really a big difference, huh? If I change it again, not really a big difference, huh? Change it again, not really a big difference. Not really a big difference. So you can tell that even if I change my CPU, and this is of course locked onto my motherboard, I'm not gonna really get a difference. And not to mention, it doesn't even work on this motherboard either. So 7600, that's only one generation forward. So spending say $300-400 on something like that, not really worth it. What I would recommend in my case would be upgrading my graphics card. I changed it to an RTX 2060. So both of them got a very big incline. Let's upgrade again. Now we're at 2060S. Not as much of an upgrade for the gaming, but the workstation definitely got a huge upgrade. And then 3060 Ti. Essentially, I'm at this point, a 3060 Ti. Everything still works. And this basically shows that this is exactly what I need to upgrade my PC. That's 500. So already in the market, it's less. Of course, scalpers, so that's gonna be more than that. It's probably around 800. If I ever want to just upgrade my PC, it's gonna come down to one thing: change my graphics card. The actual fan system that I actually chose to use was just a direct heatsink. I know a lot of people want to go for water cooling and all that stuff. And hey, I could be wrong on this, but I'm not gonna go through the whole water cooling setup and everything just because I'm not maining on my PC. That's me. Okay, I wanted an easy build, put it together, and it runs beautifully, perfectly. If you're spending like $3,000 on your PC, that PC is gonna stay for a long period of time, and for that reason, you're gonna actually use water cooling in it. Benefit is most of these people are probably getting a really good CPU, staying with that, keeping the water cooling system, and then just the GPU is just being swapped out every time. I chose to go with RGB red. I love red. Blue is a great color. I like red better. That's why you see my live streams on Twitch in red. And also my shorts and also my TikTok. What kind of case do you need? I mean, this is very personal. Some people might want a desk PC where it's built into your desk. Some people just want a micro ATX. Go for a large tower with a transparent window, which is really cool. You get to see the innards, especially if you're doing it with the RGB. The best thing I could tell you is don't go crazy on it. I mean, if you could get one for a decent price, do it. But at the end of the day, you have ease of access. Your cables are going to be easy to hide afterwards, and you're good to go. Don't forget, guys, this is only my take on how I built my PC. I showed you guys what I need to just upgrade on my thing. This is what, a 4-year-old build, and the only thing I need to really upgrade is the graphics card. If I can get my hands on either a 1080, a 3060, those are the two that I want to aim for, I will try to get them. Remember, guys, keep being awesome, be you, and remember, we're in this together. Booyah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell. Also, join me on my live stream on Twitch, and follow me on TikTok for my latest content.
Stand down. This concludes the exercise.
Perseus sends the regards.